What do y'all pay for haircuts nowadays?
Here's why some barbers in your area are charging 50 plus for a cut.
And don't forget, we got our eyes set on $200 in 2025.
Okay, so today we're going to be going over a topic suggested by one of you guys about something that I really didn't know got this out of hand. We are going to talk about barbershop inflation today. Now, probably not surprising to many, I don't really care about going to a barber. You guys probably didn't know this, but when I was younger, I had very long hair. I didn't cut it for years. I just ended up putting it into a bun. And then when I did cut it about 11 or 12 years ago, I've kind of had the same haircut ever since. Nothing fancy, no fades. I could do it myself. It saved me a ton of time going back and forth to the barber, every 10 days, and apparently money now because it's just something I don't really care too much about. But today we're going to be going over some clips, some prices, along with some related topics. Women's salons have always been really expensive, but they've gotten even worse. Same thing with the nail salons as well, because it's really gotten out of control. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but we're going to start off with this one that kind of hits on two fronts with the unbelievable prices, and then of course trying to sell you stuff. We can't really get away from that sort of topic on this channel, unfortunately.
All right, barbers, let me tell you something. This is my client right here. We met in January of 2021 when a basic haircut was $57. And then later on that year in July, I went up for a basic haircut to $80. Next, in November, just a couple months later, we raised the price for a men's basic haircut to $100. In September of 2022, we moved the price for a basic haircut up to $125. In February of 2023, a men's basic haircut was $150. And guess who's still here? My client. And don't forget, we got our eyes set on $200 in 2025. Oh, I'm coming for you, baby. I ain't forget how exactly I was able to scale up in such a short amount of time. Go ahead and leave the comment upgrade in the comments below.
All right, we got many things to go over. Of course, the unbelievable prices, and then even the client. If this is even true at all and not a ploy to just sell you more stuff, I mean, the comment upgrade is just the most basic tactic to sell you some sort of course through the comment sections. We've seen through many of my videos with all the gurus, but if you're paying anywhere in the realm of these types of prices, especially for guys where you're going at least twice a month, probably 3 times, you cannot be complaining if you're living paycheck to paycheck and blaming the price of eggs for the reason why you can't get ahead, because these prices are unbelievable. Here we go look at some of the comments. I'm a barber and these prices are beyond ridiculous. Another comment that's pretty funny, glad I'm bald. I'm honestly like this close to just shaving my head. I know I'd look so weird to myself because I've had this type of haircut for so long, but I don't even really want to deal with this anymore compared to any of these ridiculous prices. At least most people in the comments knew that this was just completely over the line. The cut better last 2 months if I'm paying $200. I don't care what you spray or how many white lines you put. No way I'm paying that. So of course this does sound completely insane with the prices, but when we get a little bit later in the video talking about women's hair salons, this ends up being cheap. But we could take a look at a clip from a barber about the prices today.
Here's why some barbers in your area are charging 50 plus for a cut. Most likely the shop is in a high profile area where the overhead is high. So part of that 50 plus premium is going towards paying for that shop location. The barber charging 50 plus for haircuts should have years of experience and be doing flawless haircuts. Also the experience that your clients have while in your business is a part of this. There is tons of value in creating a memorable and enjoyable experience for your clients.
Okay, so the first part of that basically meant if you live in a city, you're going to be paying more money regardless. Just another reason why you shouldn't live in a very condensed area. Cost of living is absolutely ridiculous and the quality of life is worse. Then the second half of it about it being an experience, I mean, does that just turn into having a couple mounted TVs and sports highlights running 24/7? Because how long are you really there getting a haircut? 15, 20 minutes? Giving you that warm towel at the end and that kind of awkward small talk while they're cutting your hair, does that really mean 50 plus? And that does mean over $50. People are charging way more than that now. But we could look at some of the comments. No, they're charging 50 because they keep watching TikTok barbers are charging these crazy numbers. So you get the influencers that are filming them cutting other people's hair. Now they think they could charge that. I won't pay more than $25 for a haircut because I know I have to come back in 10 days to get the hair cut again. That's what I was saying, because I think it's a different situation with women cutting their hair. They go in maybe once every 3 months or for 6 months. Still, the prices are nuts. We're going to see. But if you have short hair, especially if you want a nice fade all the time, it's probably about once a week. And if it's $50, $60, or $70 per cut, that's a crazy amount of money you're losing per year. It's a haircut period. Talking experience, just cut my hair fast and on point. That's what I was saying. I don't have to have my feet up getting massage. I'm going to be there for like 10 minutes. $50 for a taper is insane. Wanted to try a new barber that I'd pay 50 plus tip. That was also another thing. When we're looking at prices here, they're all expecting a tip on top of this. Instead, the dude spent less than 30 minutes on my hair, was rude to other walk-ins. I'm good. So that's another common issue that I was seeing throughout these comment sections, that these ridiculous prices, almost the TikTok influencer prices that everybody wants to charge now, they're on top of it being very rude to the customers paying those stupid prices.
What are y'all paying for haircuts nowadays? What's like an average price, and where do you live? I'm genuinely curious. I'm a barber in Nashville. I own a barbershop called Culture Nashville. My shop charges $50. I do not accept new clients. I only cut my clients, and I charge $65.
Honestly, the comment sections are the best parts about watching these clips. $60 now because he's got an LED ring light and started wearing black gloves. Another one of the wannabe influencer barbers now. $65 is crazy. California, $75. And just yesterday, I was asking myself what makes it worth $75. It never looks like a $75 haircut. It was $35, but he bumped it up to $45, so I switched barbers. So like he said, this guy's a barber in Nashville charging pretty high prices. And then when I started looking into a few of his videos, I found something very interesting.
Your shoes tell me everything I need to know about your haircut and what kind of client you're going to be. Whether you're going to be a cool dude with the easy haircut or with the super overcomplicated cut. Let me explain.
So this guy's judging his own customers who are paying a ridiculous price for their haircuts with what shoes they walk in with, whether it'll be super easy and simple and he'll get his $65+ haircut in 10 minutes, or it'll be a complicated, annoying haircut, again, for a ridiculous price. I thought that was pretty nuts to put online, especially when there's so much pushback with the barbershop industry. I mean, judging your own customers right away, and if you don't like the shoes that they walk in, thinking that they're going to be an asshole, does that mean we're allowed to judge this guy? Because the haircut that he's rocking does not look like a $65 haircut. I feel like you'd probably want to show off what you do, especially if it is your business. And I get it, not all of us can be perfect. Look at me, I got the widow's peak going. I'm kind of in the same boat as him, but I'm not charging crazy prices for haircuts. He's got more videos complaining about people not liking the crazy prices, and he's comparing it going to like a super high-end steakhouse instead of Applebee's. And you could even see him agree with how bad the service is in the comments section. The more expensive the haircut these days, the worse service and attitude. You're not wrong, dude. This is a huge issue. You got to do the research before going into a new barber. This kind of stuff is unacceptable. So I have to play Russian roulette with my $65 haircut to see if my barber is not a head. How does that make any sense? Even with all these absolutely ridiculous prices, you'll still get clips like this. I just feel so bad for these guys.
In the picture. Yeah, this is what he asked for. And this is what they get.
Man, that sucks. And even the comment section, they probably charged him $75. So we could transition to the even more expensive version of haircuts, the women's salons. I knew that they were expensive 10+ years ago, but man, some of these prices are unbelievable.
Quick question. How much are y'all paying to get your hair done these days? Because I just moved, right? So I'm trying to find a new salon, and the prices near me feel actually insane. And historically speaking, a full set of highlights or a balayage takes 3 to 4 hours. I feel like that's pretty standard if you look up the time it takes for most people to get a full set of foils or balayage. I Googled salons near me, blonde near me, like that kind of thing. And the first thing that pops up is a whole slew of salons that are charging by the hour as opposed to whatever you're getting done. And they're all starting at junior stylists, starting at $150 an hour. I'm sorry, $600 to get my hair done by a junior stylist. The other thing that I'm seeing quite a bit of is like an a la carte system. So you are paying like $300 for a balayage, okay? But then you also have to pay an extra $60 to have your hair washed and an extra $80 to have your hair blow dried, like not styled. That's a whole extra $75 charge, but just blow dried so that you're not leaving the salon with sopping wet hair. When did that become a thing?
And something she put in the text during the video, that does not include tax and tip. Like I said before, they're expecting a tip on top of it. And where I live is a 7.2% tax on $600 for a junior stylist, which obviously ends up being somebody who just started. So cosmetology school, I looked up, takes anywhere from 9 months to 2 years to finish, depending on if you go full-time or part-time. So say if you really grind it out, for less than a year, you could immediately be charging $150 an hour to do this. I honestly don't even know what to say. I am glad I'm a guy and I got short hair. Here we can look at one of the comments. Most trades charge this much per hour regardless of how long the tradesman has been doing the trade. So I guess cutting hair is the same thing as being a plumber or an electrician. I'm not saying that cutting women's hair is easy at all. Probably wouldn't put it in the same category as a tradesman though. That's just me.
You know, everybody always talking about the hairstylists, but truthfully, the nail salons have absolutely lost their minds, and we are letting them get away with murder. Because I remember a time when you could get a full set and a pedicure for $80. Now they nickel and dime you for every little thing. I can't walk out the nail shop without spending $150, and I get the most basic thing you could think of. The fact that they charge you for everything. Why is it $5 for shape, $5 for length, $5 for cut down, $5 for everything? Everything is $5.
Now, surprise, surprise, I don't have too much knowledge about the nail industry, but we can look at some of the comments. Fill-in costs the same amount as a full set. I have no idea what that means, but it seems like it costs a lot of money, and the prices aren't even posted anymore. That is never a good sign. It's like going to an expensive restaurant and you just see what you can order and the price isn't there. That means it is never cheap. Another comment, I don't even tip anymore. Why is it an extra $25 for a French tip on my toes? You're using less nail polish. Makes sense. I could honestly keep going with this with eyelashes, a whole bunch of different texts. This does really play into the beauty video, the cost of beauty that I made a few weeks ago, especially for the women. If you want to do your hair, you want to do your nails, eyelashes, including all the Botox we were seeing, all of the surgeries that people were doing, to be considered beautiful in today's world can be ungodly expensive right now. I'm glad that I don't care too much about what I look like. I'm not walking around like a complete slob, but it seems like this type of inflation has gotten way out of hand. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.